It's official, ref with a whistle. Gervonta Tank Davis announces his next fight with Lamont Roach in December, Houston, Texas. Yeah, big Texas. Make sure you guys subscribe. My name is Ego. We're going to get into the facts in this video. Tank Davis has confirmed he will be fighting Lamont Roach. Now, this was rumored. If you follow the channel, you guys will know that. I made this graphic for you guys. And make sure you follow me on social media if you want to be tapped in to know what's going on in this beautiful sport. The one and only, the incomparable boxing. So it says Tank versus Roach announced for Houston in December. Tank posted this. This is a screen grab of his stories. And these are the flyers. It says GTD Promotions, Prime Video, Toyota Center, in case you guys are wondering, Houston, Texas. Saturday, December 14th. PBC has also posted a flyer on their page. So this is what's going on. Tank Davis is back in action. Now, I've already kind of given my thoughts regarding the fight. I have no problems with the fight. The people that do have problems with the fight are typically going to be people who, regardless of anything else, they were always going to have a problem, right? What do I mean? Now, initially, El Rayo was a name that was floating around. And if you notice, the same content creators, the same individuals, they complained when that was the rumored name. Rayo is a great fighter, knocked out Chris Colbert, just outboxed and beat Pitbull Cruz, who Tank has already beaten, right? And he became a champion. Rayo has had fun fights, and this was just a rumor. People complained about it. They said, oh no, I don't want to see that. You know, this is Tank just fights Latino fighters and flat-footed fighters, all this type of stuff, right? Then when it was pretty much out of contention, Robert Garcia, who works with Rayo, was basically saying he needs time off. He wants to enjoy the holidays. He's not fighting for the rest of the year. So they also put up another roadblock, said it has to be at 140. Listen, I've told you guys time and time again, in boxing, you have this thing called the A side. The A side calls the shots. When it's a black fighter like Gervonta Davis, this seems to be a problem with the usual suspects. When it's a guy like Canelo Alvarez and he has whatever quirks and demands that he wants, people seem to understand it. If he says, Sergey Kovalev, I'm putting you on a rehydration clause, people seemingly understand it. If the world wants to see him fight David Benavidez and instead he picks Munguia and then after that picks Edgar Berlanga, who really didn't deserve the Canelo opportunity, most people believe, no one has a problem with it. If Canelo brings up Amir Khan in weight, like he did, to a catch weight, make no mistake about it, there's no 155-pound weight class, the weight class he fought Amir Khan, who had no chin in the lighter weight classes. Fast forward to the future, he did it again with Jermell Charlo, brought Jermell Charlo up 2 weight classes where he was a champion 2 divisions below at 154 pounds. Again, all of these things nobody has a problem with. They just chalk it up to the game. Canelo is a star and, you know, he gets to call the shots. But there's nobody bigger than Tank in or around these divisions. Nobody in recent boxing can even say they did over 1 million pay-per-views outside of Tank and Ryan Garcia. And then before that, Canelo, before that, Floyd Mayweather, right? So he's the youngest in charge. He's clearly the biggest in those weight classes. But you talk to people and they say, oh, man, Tank, he needs to do this. He needs to move up. You know, no one else needs to move up. Like, in a way, better and bigger opportunities are available to him the more he moves up. but he don't have to move up. He could just do whatever he wants, fight whatever division he wants, so on and so forth. So we know what it is. So it is what it is. I like the fight. It's a in-betweener because you couldn't get the Lomachenkos, you couldn't get the Rayos, you couldn't get, Pitbull lost. Teofimo is in a legal battle video on the channel with his own promoter, Top Rank. Ryan Garcia is suspended, and Tank already beat him. And he can't make no 135 no more, right? You have Devin Haney, who's been kind of MIA. He got an active lawsuit for battery and fraud, against Golden Boy and Ryan Garcia. Shakur Stevenson pulled out of his scheduled fight that was supposed to come up this week on the Better Be of Bevo card, right? And he pulled out of it. He was bringing up a guy in weight. Nobody cared about it except for me, right? Joe Cordova, Dina, whatever, right? And he's out for the season. He's out for the rest of the year. His own words. He threw a body shot, posted the video, or the video leaked some kind of way. And guess what? Shakur said, ow, and then, threw the body shot, and then he was crippled in pain, rolling around. So, again, you have to ask these usual suspects, what do they want from Tank? When Lomachenko says he's too bored or not in the mood to fight, when he could have fought Tank, when Shakur is getting hurt, when T.O.'s suing, everything I just went over, I'm not going to go over it again because I'm just not, because I'm the best in the business and it's not even close. So that's my question to the Tank haters. So I like this fight, and I'm glad the haters are crying about it. I'm glad the haters are mad, because the more you paint the picture correctly, like I just did, and look at the landscape of the division, the more you see what I'm saying is absolutely true. And just based on timing to close the year, Tank probably has to look in the direction of guys like Lamont Roach, to get a fight for the obvious said reasons. So I'm not mad at it. And when it comes to Boots signing with Eddie Hearn, people said, I just want to see him active. Tank is the biggest star in the world outside of Canelo, and people are acting like they don't want the activity all of a sudden. They don't want him to be active. Like every fight has to be, Mayweather Pacquiao level. Man, stop. Subscribe.